Imagine this. You've just sealed the deal on a $25 million investment. Your life's work, blood, sweat, and years of calculated risks have led to this pivotal moment. You're standing on the precipice of a monumental financial decision. But one thing lingers in your mind. What would Dave Ramsey, the personal finance legend himself, think of my investment? That's when I decided to seek his reaction, and let me tell you, his response left me reeling. From the very start, I knew this investment would be life-changing. The opportunity was massive. A tech startup with a disruptive idea, innovative solutions, and the potential to dominate the market. I was all in, but as I navigated the complexities of closing this deal, something kept nagging at me. I've followed Dave Ramsey's financial principles for years, living debt-free, investing wisely, and avoiding unnecessary risks. Was I about to make a mistake? Or was this the right leap at the right time? The risk that shakes everything. As I prepared to share my investment journey, I realized that this wasn't just about the money, it was about the principles that guided me here. The $25 million was not my first investment, but it was by far the largest. It wasn't just financial, it was emotional, too. My family, my team, and my entire future hinged on this decision. Would it fail or succeed beyond my wildest dreams? When I finally sat down to get Dave Ramsey's take, the anticipation was palpable. Ramsey is known for his no-nonsense approach to finances. Would he praise my boldness, or would he tear my decision apart, brick by brick? As the video started rolling, Dave's reaction was calm at first. He listened carefully to the details. I explained my thorough research, the calculated risks, and the vision that led me to invest in this company. He was thoughtful, but I could tell he wasn't convinced yet. There was a pause, and then came the moment I'd been waiting for. Dave leaned forward, narrowed his eyes, and dropped a bombshell that made my heart skip a beat. The surprising reaction. $25 million. That's a massive commitment, Dave began, shaking his head. But here's the thing. Investments of this size are only wise if you have a backup plan, if you're debt-free, and if this isn't a gamble. He wasn't impressed by the numbers. He wasn't wowed by the potential. Instead, he drilled down to the core principle he teaches everyone: control the controllables. Suddenly, I felt exposed. Had I overlooked something? Was I too wrapped up in the excitement of the deal to consider the full risk? Dave's critique hit hard. He reminded me of the importance of ensuring financial security for my family, no matter how promising an investment seems. You can't invest emotionally, he said. At the end of the day, it's just numbers. And numbers don't care about your dreams. The cliffhanger moment. At that moment, my mind raced. Was I emotionally attached to this investment? Had I put too much of my heart into something that should have been approached with colder, financial logic? Every word Dave said made me question my process. And then, the cliffhanger. He paused again, looked directly into the camera, and asked, "Have you secured your legacy?" I couldn't answer, because for the first time, I wasn't sure. The turnaround. Practical lessons for everyone. But then, Dave did what he does best. He brought it home with practical advice. There's nothing wrong with investing big, he said. But you need a strong foundation. Always ensure you're debt-free, you've got your financial house in order, and you're diversified. He wasn't saying I made a bad decision, he was urging me to protect what I had built. He highlighted 3 key takeaways that apply to everyone watching, whether you're investing $1,000 or $25 million. 1. Debt-free first. Dave reinforced that before making any massive investment, you need to be debt-free. Debt is the ball and chain that could sink even the best financial opportunity. 2. Diversify. Putting all your eggs in one basket, no matter how golden that basket looks, is a gamble. Diversifying ensures that if one venture falters, you don't lose everything. 3. Know your exit strategy. Every investment should have an exit plan. Whether it's timing, market conditions, or personal goals, always have a way out before you ever jump in. The emotional high point. Personal reflection. As Dave spoke, I reflected on the choices I had made. Was this investment about the financial future or about proving something to myself and the world? That question stuck with me because, in the end, investments aren't just about money, they're about what the money represents: freedom, security, and the ability to build a life that matters. The conclusion. The takeaway for you. Dave Ramsey didn't criticize my $25 million investment outright, he challenged me. He pushed me to think beyond the numbers, beyond the moment, and consider the long-term implications. His words weren't a warning against investing, but a reminder of the foundational principles that had gotten me this far: control, security, and wisdom. So, whether you're standing on the edge of your next financial move or just getting started, take this to heart. Big risks are a part of life, but only if they're backed by sound financial principles. Always ask yourself, is this a calculated risk, or am I betting my future? In the end, it wasn't just about Dave's reaction, it was about making sure I had built a financial legacy worth protecting. And that's the question you should be asking yourself too. What would Dave say about your financial choices?